Hello viewers and welcome to part 27 of the Latics. And as you can see, since the last time we saw each other, last time was against Rotherham, we've lost 2 games and that unbeaten run had to come to an end. I didn't think it would come to an end against Oxford, obviously, Oxford being a team who are down here, 18th in the league currently. I thought it might happen against Sheffield Wednesday, but it happened against Oxford. And then we played quite valiantly against Sheffield Wednesday, but just ended up, not doing enough to maintain the win. But we've been, got our form back in the last 2 games against Plymouth and Bury. I was a bit worried about that game because I was thinking, at the start, I thought, it's just going to be, it's going to be 0-0s, and that time of the season where you start to, end up losing and drawing so many games, you end up losing your position in the league. I mean, we've lost a couple of points in our fight to get to the top, but we do have a game in hand against Sheffield Wednesday, so we've got to play that, and hopefully we can maintain the gap between us, because we've been doing really well so far all season, and I just want us to keep this up really. So the team we're going to go for today is against Charlton. So we've got Charlton and then Colchester. We've got Wilson up front, Manger and Paul Steinson on the wings, Scott in the centre just because Callum Gribbin's not injured, he's suspended at the moment, so it's not ideal for us, but we've got to work with it. We've got Theo and Glendon in midfield, we've got Pearce and Osai Tutu on the wing backs, and then Pierre and Iacoviti in defence with O'Hara back firmly in goal. Okay, but McGlinchey actually has done a good turnout so far, and he's been actually quite a good player. And as a youngster, it's a player who shouldn't sort of be playing in this league at the moment in terms of his career. He's actually not done too bad. Now, 3 points out of Charlton would be absolutely perfect. They came down last season, so they've still got quite a fairly decent side. I'd say mid-championship to bottom of championship side. So, we've got to play our game exactly how we normally play it, and we just go for the goals. The only thing I'm lacking recently is actually getting goals from strikers. I mean, McCauley and Wilson, etc. They've been playing all right. I just need them to get more goals. Right, here we are. Pearce on the ball. Then Meyer throws it into Meyer passes it into Scott. Scott takes a shot. Scott's one of those players also who's getting a bit annoyed the fact he's not playing as many games as he has in recent seasons. So I'm trying to give him a few more games. Pierre takes a shot. That was a beautiful free kick. Obviously, Callum Gribbin normally the free kick taker. So we go with Glendon. Glendon's got the corner, gets it to Theo. Theo, can he find some space at Osai Tutu? He can, gets it back again, and Osai Tutu's got some space here. Takes a shot, but Bazunu has just got, Velcro hands and managed to keep that out of the goal and keep it glassed himself. Rogers with a free kick takes it. O'Hara gets a lovely little save there. That's enough. Even if he just parries it out and it doesn't go to any one of their players, that is enough. Scott takes a shot. He takes a shot, and he's just showing that actually he deserves to be in this side. He deserves to be in this team. And that was a beautiful shot, just shy of the 18-yard box in terms of which is inside of it. But that's basically 18 yards. He's had to really leather that to get in. And what's 1-0? Fantastic. Oldham 1-0 to Charlton. I'm taking that at the moment. We're back up to 9 points in the point difference between us and Sheffield Wednesday. This is what we need to maintain. Fosu and Charlton look like they're going to try and have a really strong attack here. Lapsley, Iacoviti gets away. Theo can't manage to do anything other than just do a little light header. Fosu goes for shot, and that's a beautiful goal. That's a lovely goal. He's not saving that, is he? No keeper is saving that. Look, Theo, Grimshaw into Aribo, and Aribo finds Fosu, and then Fosu just goes, I'll take an extra shot, and that's top bins, that is. No one's getting that, and that's happened to us quite a few times actually this season, where players have gone on the outside of the box and then just end up getting it top bins. So that's one thing that's annoying me a little bit, because they're not exactly, they're amazing goals, but they're not regular. They're a bit fluky in my opinion, and I think there's quite a lot of it in Football Manager actually, just a fluky goal. But then again, this is a computer simulation, not actually real football. So, slightly different. Teller on the wing, and Charlton once again look really aggressive. Lapsley hits the post, and O'Hara is literally lucky there. We are lucky thanks to the post there. I mean, I mean, it's not exactly the worst sort of result 1-1 at this point, but we need to make sure we're getting back into that form so we can, continue to dominate the season again. If we dominate the first half, why can't we dominate the second half? And once again, Charlton are literally attacking us. Fosu, Lapsley, and they're on the ball. Teller finds Fosu, trying to get a header, and O'Hara just sees that one away, but not actually getting anything onto it. Right, half time. I'm not exactly impressed by the team themselves here at the moment. We've got to make sure that we are maintaining this, ability. Like strikers, that Manger and James Wilson, people I used to rely on at the start of the season, aren't playing to the form that they should be. And the game's kicked off for the second half. I mean, as it goes, we've still got plenty of games left. There's another 16 games left, so there's plenty of time. And I just don't want to be in that playoff situation again. I don't want to be in the situation we were in last season where we were, potentially getting a promotion spot and then just losing on the last game. I don't want that to happen again, because I know my history in the playoffs is just absolutely dreadful. It's rubbish. It always has been, and I don't know why. I think I just don't. I don't sign, because I'm a manager who signs like I like to sign young players, and obviously they don't have that sort of important match rating that they could possibly do. Right, this is getting a bit dodgy now. I'm going to bring on Carlton Morris. Obviously, he's the only option we've got. And Gabriel. Got Nepo? No, we haven't got Nepo. I'm just going to do that and see what happens there. Pierre, can you take a free kick? Oh, no. Just wide. We are missing Gribbin, I think. I know Kyle Scott scored the goal, but we are missing him. Lapsley, he's been quite dominant for this entire match. He's been a very good player. Someone I might need to have a look at for next season. Fosu. Are they going to satch it? And that looks like Theo's done a little bit of a dodgy ball there. And I don't know if this is going to be a goal scoring highlight, or this might just be a highlight leading up to the end of the match. I'm not entirely sure. Rogers gets it to Lapsley, who's, like I said, he's been absolutely controlling this entire pitch so far. So I guess that's 1-1. I'm not too happy with that, but I'm not too blown away by it. I'm not too dismayed by it. We can always build on that. We're 7 points ahead of Sheffield Wednesday, which is what we need. We just need to be points ahead of Sheffield Wednesday. That's the ultimate goal now for the rest of the season, is try and maintain this first spot, because Sheffield Wednesday are going to be, pretty good. They're going to play every, if you look at their schedule, I mean, look, this month has been fantastic. Last month has been fantastic. They are a very consistent side, and they are playing very, very well. And we just got to, match their scores or match their, whatever they're doing, and hope that makes, a little bit of a difference. Playing the FA Cup fourth round today, beat Crystal Palace, who I believe are the second in the Championship. But that's, they should be doing that. Right, okay, we're going to come back now for the Colchester game. I'll see you in just a second. Right, viewers, so this is the side we're going to have for our Colchester game. Now, before I get started, I just want to apologise for the fact that the amount of matches we've had this week, hasn't been, or should I say matches, episodes, hasn't been the same as would normally been. The schedule's been a bit off. I mean, the reason for that is I've had lots of stuff at work. I've got parents' evenings as well. So, I just want to, I've got to prioritise that at the moment, obviously, because, that's my full-time job. So that's why there hasn't been as much. The schedule hasn't been, stuck to as much. I'm hoping, this is going to come out on Friday. I'm hoping that we're going to do episode on Saturday and probably do a double bill episode on Sunday. So I'll just end up doing 2 episodes on Sunday, one probably in the mid-afternoon, one later on in the evening, and then we'll obviously carry on from there. So, because obviously, there's only 3 episodes left. I'm hoping by the end of this week we could probably end up finishing off this season. So yeah, that's just what I want to let you know. That's why things haven't been, as regular as normal. I hope you forgive me, and we can continue, enjoying ourselves with the Oldham save and with the Latics dramatics, and hopefully, maybe see a bit of bit of silverware by the end of this season. So, up front we're going with Macaulay, and then O'Meara and Paul Steinson on the wing, so nothing changed there. Gribbin's come back into the attacking midfield after serving a bit of time suspended, and then we've got Theo and Glendon in centre midfield, and then Pearce, Tutu on the wing backs, and then Pierre and Iacovitti in centre defence with O'Hara in goal. So let's get this right on now and see what we can do. See if we can muster up. I mean, Colchester have been having a very good season, Really, really good season thanks to this man here, Ryan Tulloch. If anyone doesn't know who he is, if you're playing Football Manager and you're in these leagues, sign him, because every single time I have a save or anything where he's in the same league, he owns it with his goals and everything. He is the man, and so he's actually. He's playing pretty well actually so far this season as well. So let's go on and see what we can do. So I expect nothing but a win from this match. Of course I do, because we've got to keep on winning games. Right, we're in the blue and they are in the strange green. I'm going to call that. That's the Jubilant's colour chart of it. It's called strange green. Right, let's get this going. Let's get an early goal and let's keep this form bouncing on. I'm not entirely sure, but I think there might be a highlight coming up soon. Gribbin into Paul Steinson. Paul Steinson, can he get into the box into McCauley? He found some space and McCauley's got a header onto it, and that's in. Fantastic start. I know I said I wanted an early start, but I didn't think it would be that early. Crikey. Well, 1 goal on the score sheet. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Gribbin, see, this is what we were lacking last match. We were lacking at getting to the wings from him. And then McCauley just got a lovely little header. I don't know how he's got his head through a player, but, fair enough. If that's what we need to score a goal, that's what we do. So that still puts us. How many points does that put us above Sheffield Wednesday? I think that puts 10 at the moment. 11. Pearce finds some space, takes a shot, but unfortunately doesn't manage to get it on target this time. Lewis takes a shot. O'Hara, obviously has to do a bit of acrobatics for that, but not having to use that acrobatic skill. Pearce into Gribbin into Manger. He's got some space. He's got plenty of space, but he doesn't need to do that. He had plenty more time. That was just wasted. We need to take more time on our shots, especially for the younger lads. Pearce doesn't get anyone, but he's found it back. He's got it back from a header. And now he's got a chance to run at players. Gribbin back to Pearce, into Glendon to Pearce. Pearce has got O'Meara for himself on the wing, ends up getting it back himself, and gets back to O'Meara. Right, O'Meara's got options now. Some in the centre, some on the edge, and Paul Steinson's got the ball. And, in terms of low knees, he hasn't been the best. He's been alright, but I don't know I think Holland's probably been a better option than he is. Offside 2-2 into Pierre. Pierre tries to get a header in, but nothing comes from that. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna be signing anyone this season. Well, this sort of transfer window. I think I've got my team and I'm gonna stick with it. I don't think we need anyone new. The league is showing that. And we just got to keep on, keep this unity. I think if I made any more changes to the structure of the squad, etc., I don't know. Have they got Lapsley as well, or is he just signed for him? Because if he has, that's taking the mick. Right, Pierre to Iacovitti. Can he find someone? He finds Paul Steinson on the wing, and Paul Steinson's got offside 2-2 as an option for him. Offside 2-2 gets the ball in. McCauley tries to get there, but the keeper comes out to launch out, and O'Meara's got his 6th goal of the season. Fantastic. He hasn't been on form of late in terms of his actual shooting ability, but hopefully we can start to get that back. Let's keep it up. Right, that was a good ball. Theo finds O'Meara before the keeper's even got back to the goal. So the keeper's on the back foot anyway and ends up taking advantage of that. Fantastic play. Theo's another player I'm really, really impressed about. I'm really glad I signed him. I think I got him on a free from Real Madrid, actually. That's all it cost. It was nothing. It was absolutely, it was dead cheap. Right, coming up to the half-time now, and we're in a very dominant position, and I think we're gonna keep controlling the game like this. Pearce tries to get it in, not there. Lapsley gives it to Simon. I can't say his name. Smodics Stevenson into Force, and Force has done a beautiful shot there, and he's almost broken the goal. If we have a look at that again. It was lovely, really well played bit of football from Colchester there. Smodics has got the ball. He finds Stevenson. Stevenson gets into Force, and Force just takes. He doesn't even. It just takes first time and just buries it. I wish I could actually do that in real life. Go on, wouldn't you love to do that? Just be able to take a shot first touch and just bury it top corner. Not even thinking about it. Right, that sort of brings us up to the half-time whistle. I think things are going quite well so far. We shouldn't have let that goal in. And you guys are probably seeing my sort of team talk ritual now. I sort of always say they're doing rubbish unless they're 2 goals up at half time. if they're not 2 goals, if they're only 1 goal up per half time, then I'll say they're not doing very well. But if they're 2 goals or more up at half time, then I start saying, yeah, that's good. Right, Lewis, Force has got, he's heading it with some force. Or was it? He's doing that force. May the force be with you. God, may the force. Yeah, that's probably one of their massive signs of at Colchester. May the force be with you. Scoring all their goals. Oh, I make myself chuckle. You know, if you can't make yourself laugh, what's the point of living? Right, Lewis. Got a bit dark, didn't it? Oh, O'Hara, you've just lost it, you melon. He's offside, though. Thank God for that. Oh, what a dreadful save. I think I'm going to need to just bring on something. Just someone. I'm going to bring on McCormick. And do I bring on anyone else? Do I bring on Lafferty for Pearce? Yeah, why not? Just do that. Just secure it. Try and see this game out. That's what we've got to do. You know, Sheffield Wednesday, I think, are losing. So, you know, this puts us 10 points ahead of them, which is, you know, great. That's, 3 games and a bit. Oh, no, why? Why did that have to happen right towards the end? Why, oh, why, Delilah? Dickinson. I hate Brennan Dickinson. He's another player that always annoyed me. No matter what. He's always scored goals against me. No matter what year it is on Foot Manager, what save it is, he has always done the same thing. And it's probably going to be the end of the game now. Oh, we had it all to play for there. 2-2. Oh, we could have taken a 10 gap lead, 10-point lead against the team below, Sheffield Wednesday. Well, there's plenty more games left of the season. 15 games? I think it was the 31st game. So we've got time. We've got time to, you know, make sure we can see this out. And that will still put me, 7 points ahead of them. 8 points ahead of them. Because obviously they must have lost. So therefore 8 points. So that's still 2 games and a bit. So that's not too bad. So let's have a look where we're going to come back now. We're probably going to come back to see. It's not the best of months. Isn't the best. This one started off quite well, but still, this is where I'm starting to get worried now. Because things aren't, being as clockwork as they were back here. Where we just won absolutely everything. Right, so, goodness. I think we're going to come back now, probably for. Let's just come back for Blackpool Fleetwood. Might as well. 2 away games. See what that brings us. See what that brings us, and we'll come back for that. So yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoy it, please give a massive like. If you want to subscribe, please press the button down below. And for more daily content, please press the subscribe button. I don't know why I've said that twice. That's bizarre. My brain function's just gone. I'm a bit tired actually. So yeah, see you later. Thank you very much. Cheerio.